Welcome, one and welcome all, to the great Hodgepodge of Hilarity, where we're still deciding what to do. Because I've no clue on today. Absolutely no fucking clue. There's a couple of thoughts, but they evaporate without causing any real damage, so it's quite useful for the brain. Do 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 do. Because I could go to the interim slideshow since there's nothing on the screen right now. Because I don't know what to do, so I'm just having a scroll. I'm just scrolling round this place indeed. So I'm having a little scroll and I'm wondering what to play. Because there's a few options and there's too many options in fairness. But I'm wondering, should I do something on an old console? Should I do something on a new console? Should I do something on a PC? Should I do something on a PSP? I am looking at PSP ROMs right now. It's just fortuitous that it rhymed. Do 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 do. Okay, we'll see if 8 seconds works.
Fuck me!
Hello there.
Not quite. Not quite. It's got to be slightly longer. Slightly longer still. But yes, good evening, General. Can't sleep. Why can't you sleep? I don't know. I just generally can't sleep. Do. And knowing why you can't sleep is half the battle. The other half is actually sleeping. Do. I mean, technically that could be quite fun. But I don't know if I'd want to save that for a proper playthrough. I feel like I would. I feel like that's a proper playthrough game rather than a sort of odd little one and doneer sort of fare. So no, I think we'll leave that one. We're trying to figure out what I'm going to actually do today, if that wasn't already obvious. But use. Welcome was what the word was supposed to be before it became use in a sort of crazed sort of fashion. But welcome. I'll stick to the standard question for now. But I was watching a little video earlier. You know, the old tips of Twitch. You should do this and that and the other. And it suggested asking different questions each time, but we'll stick to the standard for now. How are you? How are you doings? And what are you doing? That's the standard fare. Later on, we'll try and ask something a bit more unique, perhaps. We'll get through the basic level first. If you can pass the basic level of how are you doing and what are you doing, at that point we might try and throw you a curveball of some kind where you might actually have to go, shit, I don't know. But yeah, for now, how are you doings? What are you doings? I'll do you one better. Why are your doings? Doopy-doopy-doo. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I suppose it does technically. You're attacking the monster that is tidying the bedroom. Oh my. Does that mean you're still in bed? Or is that... Oh no, sorry. I understand the sentence now. I read the sentence completely wrong. So, okay. So I read it. What I think you mean is I'm doing the tidying up in the bedroom. I'm attacking the monster that is tidying the bedroom. Now, I read it as I'm attacking the monster that is, in fact, tidying the bedroom. So, yeah, I completely misplayed that sentence in my brain and came up with something I slightly prefer, which is that you may be watching the stream and you may be typing in the chat, but ultimately you've got like a Viking axe going, "No, you will not tidy this bedroom. No, get down!" And you're just on the bed trying to stay alive. "No, you must not tidy the bedroom. I cannot allow it. No, you're trying to clean the dust. Hiya!" But yes, one of the more unusual things to suddenly realise. But yes, I suppose tidying the bedroom is never a great thing. A huge octopus that's just putting things in drawers while I'm swinging it, that's it. And he can do 8 drawers at once, that's the problem. I suppose maybe 6 drawers at once. 2 legs for supporting, you don't want to, as an octopus, you don't want to slip over because that would be embarrassing. So he wants 2, just in case. He doesn't necessarily think he needs them, because he's fairly steady on his little whatever he sits on. But just in case one of those swings causes it to just off balance, it can go, hiya. So I'm still trying to figure out a thing to do. Give it a moment or two, and I'll probably just default to... See, this is the problem. I don't actually have a default to option at this point in time. When I say that, there was a couple I was tempted by. I tell you what, this might end up being awkward and complicated and go horribly, horribly wrong, which is always well worth trying. But what we'll try is see if this one will work, but I suspect it's going to take some finagling because I haven't played Bedroom Monster Slayer. Exactly. It wouldn't surprise me. I know there's one called the Boyfriend Dungeon, so the idea of a bedroom slayer doesn't necessarily surprise me. Right, let's have a look. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not not necessarily the world's most useful set of options, but still. No, I don't really. I think I just want to play the game. Hopefully, once I'm in the game, unless the game figures it out by itself. Okay, I mean it's not an intolerable situation at the moment, although a different resolution might be better. We shall see what happens. But at the moment we are just loading, so I'll leave it on the just waiting to figure out something screen, because we are just waiting to figure something out. Plus there's no actual capture target at the moment. I need to set that up, but we shall see.
Our many sovereign worlds thrived under the guidance of the trade order.
Yeah, they
and for
did.
Centuries.
But I don't care enough. I don't care. What don't you care about? All of it. I don't care. Can you just... I am wondering precisely what is it you don't care about? All of it. I don't care about any of it. I don't give a shit about any of it. I don't like it. All of it. Right, after that, let's get a brand new source. I've combined mustard, ketchup, and horseradish to form the brand new sauce. You will face its might. Probably actually do want to capture the cursor. A specific window, please, if you wouldn't mind. No, not that window. That window, please. There we go. I don't know if this has worked or not. Oh, golly, I think it's worked. There's a thing on the screen. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's a thing on the screen, and it is really rather good. Since I think I feel like this is rebellion. Yes, it is rebellion. We'll get it right. Just in case there may be a purist that comes in and goes, no, this is not Sins of a Solar Empire. Oh, yeah, I just spotted that it's got the word rebellion emblazoned in the middle of the screen. So what we got? Mouse off. Mouse off. Mouse. Well, you do look like you're not capturing the cursor. Yeah, you capture the mouse. Capture the cursor going over the thing, but you're not capturing the actual cursor. Did I turn that off by accident? No, I didn't. Oh well. Where the cursor is specifically, I can't imagine it's going to be a hugely problematic issue for people, but it would have been nice had it actually worked. But anyway, this is Sins of a Solar Empire. Horse sauce. No, you cannot understand it. You could never understand the brand new sauce. You cannot just simply name it horse sauce and think to comprehend its might. So random tiny competitive. No, we probably want more than 2 players, I think. So why is Power Struggle not allowed? Oh, I see. It requires a downloadable map. That's not unreasonable. Triad, 3 players. Okay. Balance of power. Blimey, that's very Battlestar Galactica, I want to say, font-wise. Certainly rings a bell, the font choice there. The Centrifuge, the Balance of Power. The Stormfront Competitive. Well, that's why they're all small maps, you donut. That's why I can't seem to get more players. That's why we can't have a massive fucking fight. At opposite ends of the system lie a volcanic planet and an ice planet. 2 allied factions must compete for the resources to support their empires. The Devil's Cauldron. Lifeless rocks and a cluster of hostile volcanic worlds near the star populate this desolate place. Those foolhardy enough to seek fortune here should be wary. The system's chaotic nature makes it a natural home for the galaxy's less scrupulous denizens. I'm drawn to the Devil's Cauldron. It sounds quite amusing. Victory options, probably all of them? Oh, no, okay, fair enough. No, alright, we'll just have all-out war options, that'll do. Normal fleet sizes, yeah, that'll probably do. I can't remember how to play this game. I figure that's a warning to throw out their early doors. So, it's an RTS. Whether it... I don't think I've played it on this machine, so I don't know whether it's going to suddenly kick the living crap out of my computer, which is distinctly possible. So, yeah, free-for-all seems fun. Is this... Oh, here we go, yeah, the tech... Oh, yeah, I remember the techs. And then the Advent, yeah. I remember those dudes as well. These were the guys I think I tend to lean towards, because I like their ships. We like the cut of your jib and the cut of your ships. So, I think we'll go with the Vasari. Although I should really probably just sort of... I should consider my options based on what they offer, but frankly I'm going to consider my options based on the fact that that is a sexy ship and that is a sexy ship. Now, don't get me wrong, these guys, not that sexy, but their ships, delicious. Diddle-dee-dee-dee. Ba-bum. I think that's randomly assign you a faction, which I don't want. So let's be the Vasari. Devil's Cauldron sounds like a restaurant that specialises in incredibly hot chili. Yes, I suspect so. I can't help but think... And everything's themed as well. So when you pop to the toilets, they're done up like cauldrons as well. So you're shitting in a cauldron. And then the chilies are brought out the hot chili is brought out in a cauldron as well, and then you get terribly confused if you've gone to the toilet first, because you're slightly concerned. You're sat there going, didn't I just... Do you know what? I might go to a different restaurant. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is precisely why you don't theme your toilets. The Vasari, a once mighty empire of countless worlds, the Vasari have been travelling for 10,000 years to escape some unknown terror. Now in trader space, they've been embroiled in a long war. So we've got the Loyalists, and they have the sexy sort of manta ray ship. They also have different things here. They have civilian evacuations, where we were discussing toilets, so of course, always useful. Stripped to the core, allows you to consume a planet once you abandon it, stripping of all natural resources to generate a huge amount of credits, metal and crystal. The planet is transformed into a dead asteroid. Shipboard labs. Military scientific research is moved onto the Empire's fleet, making each of your capital ships act as a weapon lab. That's probably quite good, if I remembered what weapon labs did. This is why I should have probably done the tutorial, but I figure my brain will kick in eventually. I mean, it's taken about, I don't know, 33 years, but I'm hoping eventually, fingers crossed, the brain will kick in. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it exists in there somewhere. Your rulers relocate to your Titan, preventing you from being defeated as long as your Titan or capital planet remain intact. It's quite nice. Means you've got a bit of an extra chance. Solitary Path. You are granted a bonus to fleet supply when you are allied only with other Vasari loyalist factions. Well, that technically... Yeah, I mean, that I'm even more solitary because I'm by myself entirely, I think. The Varastra Prototype. Grants access to the Titan Foundry and allows you to begin summoning the Varastra Titan, a massive warship of immense power. Recovery of the Varastra's powerful planetary lasers leads to increased planet bombing damage across all ships. Yes. And on the other side, we've got Starbase Mobilization. Adds phase engines to the Oculus Starbase, giving it the ability to phase jump even. Keep missing words. Phase jump between planets with phase stabilizers. Only one owned starbase may be deployed to a friendly gravity well at a time. Might not be the worst of ideas. A phasic strike. Upon completing a phase jump, your ships and starbases receive a damage bonus for a short duration. Ooh, hit and run tactics. Allows your allies to utilise your phase gate networks. Not bad if you had an ally, but I don't. All for one. Your forces gain a combat damage bonus proportional to the number of allied empires present in the current gravity well. Once again, I will remind you, no allies. Friendly jump telemetry. By sharing jump data, phase jumps to friendly gravity wells no longer result in lost antimatter. And then the Kultarask. Well, I'm slightly leaning because there's like a couple here that are based on having allies, and I'm not going to have allies, so I'm leaning away from the rebels and slightly more towards the loyalists. Feeling that they've lingered too long in this region of space, the Vasari loyalists abandon cooperation and strike out to take the resources they need to escape. Loyalists gain the ability to develop without the need for planets, may call upon the Dark Fleet for aid, and are able to consume planets for their resources. The Vasari loyalists may build the Varastra Titan, a deadly warship capable of instantaneous movement, splash damage, and devouring enemy ships. Yes, please! I don't even need to read the other one. Devouring enemy ships is a sentence that makes me go, yeah, I'm with you there. But as far as I can tell, I don't know if I really want to be pink. I think I'll take the red icons, please. Thank you very much, game. And what icon do I fancy? That one's quite a nice icon. Yeah, have that icon. I've forced you into being pink. Fuck you. You are the pink man now. I could change you as well, but I don't plan to. No, I'm going to be me versus some AIs. Do we have a difficulty? Oh, normal random. Oh, no, I do want you in it. I just want you to not necessarily be normal. Oh, here we go. Hard random. Unfair. Cruel. I'm afraid no. We don't have universal commands. I say that. Some are universal commands, but they're Twitch-based. And I don't think they'd want... I suppose I should probably stick with normal. Can you drop it down by that? Yeah, you can. Nice. For those interested, if you want to go up, you left-click. If you want to go down, you right-click. I like the fact that that is a perceived correct way of doing things, and it worked. It doesn't always... It's not always a case of... That often works in games. Oh, it doesn't in this one. That's disappointing. But the fact that it did in this one is quite pleasant. So, yeah, this is a big space RTS. I'm fairly certain it's RTS. Might be TBS, but I think it's RTS. And it's amazing, really, the amount of video games I play, and I couldn't think of FPS, RTS, TBS, TPS as acronyms earlier on, is quite something. Right, I don't know. I don't think I can pause it, so I kind of just have to get on with it. Me. Everybody hates me. That's what we like to see. Right, so I don't know if it requires one weapons lab structure. Okay, cool. One weapons lab structure. Right, so probably need to figure out how to get a weapons lab. So how does one do that? I can't remember how to do. Okay, so we've explored the planet. We've designated capital planet. That's fine. Emergency facilities, logistics capability, tactical capacity, social specialisation, industry specialisation. Okay, that's fine. Logistics structures. Frigate factory, no. Weapons lab, yes. Right, do we have any other weapons labs around? Because it would be useful to know that. Because then I could sort of build them a little bit sort of together, perhaps. I don't know where the rest of them are. Okay, we still don't know where the rest of them are. I suppose that's part of the point. Right, let's do that. Okay, cool. So we've got a little bit of something. I think my fleet is mobilising. Well, I say it's not technically a fleet at this point in time. It is... oh, interesting. I don't know whether that's the mouse or the game that feels like it's struggling, but still. Tactical structures. Missile platform. Okay, nothing else available at the moment. Crystal extractor. That's what we want. That would require a metal extractor. That's a crystal extractor? I think we just built a crystal extractor. Okay, so we need... I need more logistics slots. I need more slutty logistics. Come forth, slutty logistics. Tactical capacity. I specifically say I have capacity of... right, we'll probably want some ships now as well. So, frigates or cruisers? Frigates. A Jakarta navigator. Strong versus none. For speed, making it an ideal scout. Yes, we shall scout out the planets. Revastra. And then we do not have any cruisers.
Structure complete.
Yes, thank you. I don't know.
On the lookout.
Is there a better way of... Okay, navigating via that. Not necessarily the greatest, but... yeah, it's quite interesting. Do we have... yeah, we got scrolly sides as well. Or we've got arrow keys, which I must admit arrow keys make it slightly awkward because, well, my hands aren't born for using arrow keys.
Point the way.
Yeah, oh, right, you've already got one of these. Okay, cool. So I'll tell you what I want you to do.
Development finished.
Thank you.
Again.
Right, and now this other scout ship.
Let me investigate.
I will let you investigate. And then I've got a spare ship as well at some point, so...
Which way?
I guess you maybe just auto-explore. Yeah, go on. Wait, what? Oh. Auto! Go, my little scout friend. Now, what are you? What are you? I don't know. I still don't know. Oh, capital ships, okay. Capital! Yes!
Have discovered a colonizable planet.
Oh, good, colonizable planets. I don't... Can I... Will this pause it? I think this is paused. Okay, let's read this.
Hello there.
Hello there indeed. Commander Dragonfang, you have entered the neutral zone. In violation with the Blubushian Accords of 2771. It's supposed to be the breathing of Grievous. I can't remember how he sounds properly. Your scouts will be painted pink and sent back in small pieces. My God, you found the Van Goblin. He's helping you. I think you'll find the Van Goblin is me. Right, capital ships now. I remember some of these are really good, some of them not so much, but still. Carries much of the surviving Vasari populace. Okay, cool. Colonize, gravity warhead, nano disassembler, drain planet. That's good stuff. The Marauder, phase out hull, distort gravity, subversion, stabilize phase space. A quick warship with moderate firepower, it excels at harassing enemy positions. Good. Well, in that case, I probably want this. I might as well make that my first capital ship. But I will need more stuff at some point, I suspect. I need more of everything. I need it all. Hello, Chester Phoenix. I almost didn't catch you between the Stream Dad and his streamy son, Stream Dad, and his streamy son, Stream Dad, and his streamy son, Stream Dad, with his streamy son. And by streamy son, I mean he's just pissing himself constantly.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
Good. Oh, fuck this game. I tried playing it once, it scared me. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. Capital ship factory, frigate factory. So I probably want more weapons labs, really. We'll pop you sort of there. And then, have we dealt with logistics capacity? Yes. So do it again, please. And now... Boop. Okay, no available resource asteroids. Oh, I see. No available resource asteroids. I take it these are already dealt with. Okay. Streamy Sun versus the Bedroom Cleaner. Round 1. Fight. Oh, shit in hell. We've found pirates. That's not great news.
The journey begins anew.
Where the fuck are my scouts? Guys? Guys, where you gone? No, that's a fabricator. That's a fabricator. Are you my scouts? Oh, they are my ships. You've snatched the... Oh, I've got the...
What would you ask of me?
Well, I don't know. I mean, ideally, where are you? I'm assuming you're at home base. What you're buying at home base, nobody knows, but... Here we go! You can get right up close and personal if you so choose. Whoops, I didn't mean to actually lock in on that, but... Where are you going? Are you drifting into your own garage?
What would you ask of me?
What's weird is... It's intriguing, because it's not really kicking the living crap out of my machine. And yet somehow, some way, it is still not quite functioning. Oh, Arctic occupation, and I suppose that requires volcanic occupation. Did my scout ships get
Structure complete.
buggered by pirates?
Planet
Fuck, I think they might have actually.
Finished.
Because I don't seem to have them anymore. Because otherwise I think I would see them. Although a couple of them I didn't... Well, no. A couple of them I just told to go to the planets. Where are you guys now? Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think I've now gotten slightly turned around as to the orientation of my map. Ooh, it's... What settings can I change to stop you being a piece of shit? In fairness, I don't think any, because they are just... They're the correct settings, and yet it just... I don't know. Weirdly sluggish. And very awkward. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there are many, but... Yeah, I seem to have lost my scout ships.
Time is short.
Can I can zoom in on that. Our time is short. Well, you know, do something useful. Right, let's... Colonisation. No, that's friendlies. Colonisation. Colonisation. Will you? Is it something to do... I wonder if are you running out of battery or something? I'm going to make this very difficult if I'm running out of battery in the mouse, but... It seems unlikely. Oppression, ferrous occupation, greenhouse occupation, oceanic occupation, metabolics, shock and whores. I will shock you with my whores. Arctic occupation. Okay, and volcanic. Well, I want the Arctic one, really, because I want the planet behind me, and that was the planet behind me. So, off to a meeting? No! Might have to do that as a redeemable, perhaps. Just pop little Darth Vader. I say that knowing he's about 7 foot. Pop little Darth Vader up, going no! But yes, welcome. Good luck, meeting. Mucky meeting. It's a mucky meeting, isn't it? We all know it to be true. It's a mucky meeting.
Build more orbital labs.
I genuinely didn't know that was the game for a split second. It scared the bejesus out of me. So I need 2 Imperial labs. If I can find my planet, I can build 2 Imperial labs, maybe. Capital ship. Imperial labs. We'll pop an Imperial lab there. And then we'll pop an Imperial lab there. That will cover my 2 Imperial labs. And now, do I have... Yeah, that... I'm assuming... Yeah, it feels like maybe it's the... Let's try a different video setting, because I'm wondering if that's what's causing... Let's just try it in full screen. Or maybe I shouldn't have tried it in full screen, because it seems to have disappeared on me. Oh, no, okay, now it's slightly back. Oh, no, okay. Bollocks. Well, good news, it saved a mini dump. So, somewhere on my machine is a small piece of shit. Shouldn't have tried changing the options. I think maybe we might leave Sins of a Solar Empire, although we didn't. Well, we hadn't really gone far, so let's try and fire it up again. But it might not work, of course, because it might not be able to do full screen, or it might just not be able to sort of do full screen if you change it part way. I don't know. There's just something weirdly sluggish about the mouse, and I can't quite. Nah, it's still definitely don't want to be. Plus now it's tiny, or well, actually it's massive because it's not doing a. Oh no, it's still doing a borderless window. Interesting. Okay. I wonder. Okay. No, it's still. I wonder if it's the frame rate. No, not really. What happens if I did that with a borderless window? Still not. It's a weird thing. Good evening, General Skink. And as we've had Mr. Chester and Mr. Skink, we'll have sort of double whammy of questioning. How are you both, and how are your doings? How are your doings, and what are you doing? That's the key question. No, that's not. Oof. I suppose maybe I'm looking in the wrong area for a solution, I don't know, but let's try popping that all back to the way it was. Unfortunately, at this point in time, user interface, is there a way to make that bigger again? Interface scale, probably something like 150. Yeah, okay, that's probably at least got an element of it. Sound managed key bindings, maybe that's where we're after. I thought maybe it was. There's a lot of key bindings. I'm on the internet! Huzzah! Not doing great and just finishing up some work stuff. Well, hopefully once the work stuff is done, there'll be at least an element of better. Oh, no, zoom sensitivity is nothing to do with it. Let's have a look, see if there's an obvious solution quickly on a quick Googlings, but might just have to leave it for now because I don't know whether it's my imagination. That'll do there, and then oh, interesting. See if that's got any kind of actual use. Be right back, that is fine. I don't necessarily know if anything's going to happen. I don't think that's a thing we've got here, but I mean, I could lower the shadows just as a general rule, but that's really not helping the mouse situation. Again, that's not helping the mouse situation. Use the system cursor. Oh, interesting. Is that help? Oh, yes it has. That has helped no end. Right, let's try and get... Right, oh, I don't think I'm... Whoa. Interesting. Is that just the menu? Yeah, no, I think that's just the menu doing that. Right, let's get that into... fitting to the screen. Now with a bit of luck, we can go single player. I don't suppose there was a quick autosave, was there? Autosave games? No. No, that's fine. We'll do a new game. We'll just do pretty much the same. Oh, okay, that might be weirdly problematic. We shall have to wait and see. Devil's Cauldron, yes, that is the Devil's Cauldron we wanted. I don't want to be pink, I want to be the red spiky hands. I also don't want to be the Tech Loyalists, I want to be the Vasari Loyalists. Did I? Yes, I did. Game options. You know, that's fine. I just need to change one more thing, I think, which is possibly, let's pop here. I think maybe user interface. I'm considering 175. Try 200. I mean, I thoroughly appreciate the fact that they've got this sort of thing in, because it's immensely useful. Any game needs a interface scale button, I think, because sometimes they fucking tiny. It's not like I can't read. It's just that, you know, sometimes it's super tiny, and I don't want to have to focus my eyes on super tiny things. Right, so okay. We'll stick with normal, we'll stick with random players, and now I think we might be able to get back in the game. So it was just, it's weird, it was, oh, okay. Okay, so we do have a slight extra issue here. And that is now the mouse seems to be locked into something. I don't know why. Yes. I had a feeling it was doing something. Is that? Okay. That's. So the solution was not the solution I was looking for. Because it would seem if I use the system cursor, it seems to pick a point in the center. And that's your point. But as specified, the issue we've got is this. Also, that interface is still too small. Biscuits. Biscuits. Oh, it's so slow. Whoops. No, I didn't want 20. I wanted 200, please. I think 200 might work better. Yes, it definitely worked better. I want the mouse to work. Hey! Yeehaw! Right, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. Yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. I can move the mouse freely, and now I can scroll in and get to the places I need to go. Still quite, I suppose, arguably, maybe by zoom sensitivity, I've just realised what they perhaps meant. Now, there is an argument. I'm willing to accept this argument that says you've just had it working. Now, is that? Whoops! No. Okay, no, that's possibly going in the wrong direction. No, that's oh god. Right. Okay. I've got a feeling zoom sensitivity is not. It is not 100% what I think it is. No, okay. So it's definitely going to require a certain level of mouse and keyboard, which is typical. I'm not going to lie, it is typical. Right, logistics capabilities. All of the logistics, all of the time. Capital ships, the colonization vessel. My scouts go off and do stuff automatically, but ideally this time don't, disappear. Oh, I see. I think the scouts are under a different thing. Okay, that's fine. Right, my navigators can go off and find different things. That's not a problem. Right, here we go. Yes, right. I've got more crystals inbound. Here we go. We're gonna rule the stars. Okay, so a large frigate stocking the necessary supplies.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
Good, Memons. But Memons is full of pirates. Which direction are you going, sir? Sir, I don't think that's a sensible. No, that's not a sensible plan of action. Could you fly faster? That's an option. Fly faster. But yes, okay, there's pirates and shit in that sector. My other ship is zooming off in that direction, and that's fine. Don't know where my capital ship is at the moment. Oh, right, I don't think it's being built yet. Or no, I think it's... Oh, no, there it is. There's my scout. Right, there it is. What's quite nice, what's quite interesting is they do move quite slow. And they do quite, you know, they're nice. It's really good animations and stuff in this. Right, squadron management. Yes, bomber squadron. No, fighter squadron, I think, for you. Although having said that, you're sort of not necessarily... I think. Oh, I'm focused on the capital ship. I was just thinking that. I seem to be drifting. Colonize. Yes, we want to colonize. Tactics management, not a problem. Right, now we want to go back to sort of the planet and possibly figure out some little ships for you, sir. The Jarun Migrator. A large frigate stocking the necessary supplies to establish new outposts on uncontested planets. Oh, I see. So I didn't necessarily need.
Development finished.
Okay, so I've got one. Yeah, I've got one scout left. But apparently he can't scout anything else, so we're going to have to be careful there. I'm assuming there's nothing on that planet. Nothing there. So I do slightly apologise if you might get sick. You might get terribly, terribly sick of this game because there is a lot of zooshing and zooming in and out, in and out, in and out. Well, hang on. If your tie is short, tie it again. Make it longer. Right, okay, so here... Set the rally point. We'll set the rally point to be slightly away from the factory so that I know when they've been built. And what we'll do is maybe grab a couple of flanking cruisers. They're not cruisers, they're frigates. A couple of flanking frigates for now. And then logistics capability up again. Industry, emergency facilities. No, I think it's logistics. Because we probably want to get another weapons factory here somewhere. Insufficient crystal. Abkhazia! Okay. Oh, that's not a good planet. That's not a good planet. There's a lot of arseholes. The Cerebu Syndicate. A lot of arseholes. Oh, here we go, the pirates. Pirates are not... Pirates are an issue. Pirates are a pest. Have you ever seen a pirate doing up his vest? Possibly, yes. Now...
What would you ask of me?
I think I can group them... Whoops. Yes! I kind of fat-fingered them into a huge host of... things, but nonetheless, I believe I have now got them as fleet number 1. Only temporarily fleet number 1 while we start dealing with other things, but we'll just have them sort of latch on together. And yeah, if you sort of hover over, you can sort of track a ship if you want to. Although awkwardly. I'm not going to claim otherwise. It's not the one of the sexiest ships, but it's the colonization ship, so it's just for... And I must admit, if I'd known I could get colonization frigates, I would have possibly considered differing choices, but unfortunately at this point in time I don't have. So I've already got a capital ship oh no, that's a capital ship factory. Yeah, I think I want weapons labs. So I must admit, I'm going to build them around the back of my planet. Let's have a second weapons lab, because that's going to unlock most of my doings. In terms of warfare, at the very least. Here we go. Varastra Prototype 1. Although I might want some more sort of earlier stuff, really, but we shall see. So grants access to the Canrak Assailant Frigates. Yeah, frigates aren't all that I want at the moment. I wouldn't mind a capital ship, but... Well, not a capital. Corvette? Is that what they're called? Cruisers. Cruisers is kind of what I'm after. Oh, so the Lacerak Transporter seems to be the first one, which I think I might actually have. No, that's not the Lacerak, is it?
Our ships have left phase space.
But then again, I do think it might be worthwhile just trying to sort of push towards...
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
Good. That is the point. I don't know what I want. I don't really have a plan, which makes it slightly awkward to figure out what you want. Sentinel. Sentinel frigate. Yeah, maybe. I mean, light frigates armed with swift anti-fighter phase missiles that safeguard the fleet against craft threats. Not bad. Tosoruk corvette. Grants access to the Tosoruk, a fast attack ship capable of slowing an enemy's hull restoration from any source. Ooh, that might not be a terrible thing. But that's the cruiser one. Free labs. Okay, it's not terrible. Not too bad anyway. This one, rapid pulse cycling. So that's guns. Yeah, pulse guns. Small enough to fit into missiles, giving them a chance to bypass shields.
Structure
Okay.
complete.
I still feel like this one.
Structure complete.
Lovely, lovely, marvelous, marvelous.
Scouts have discovered
Do that one.
planet.
Then do that one. Then do that one. Boom. We've set up a line of things for it to do. Ah! Is this actually a player, or is this more the J2's standing? Yeah, I think that might be an actual player, which could be slightly problematic because my fleet is.
Our time is short.
Oh fuck! One of my ships died. Okay. I think I might have to leave. Although having said that, capital ships.
I need orders.
Capital ships are quite tough. It's just unfortunate that I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, there's one I think just died. Focus fire. Focus fire on that one instead after all. Yeah, unfortunately this one doesn't have any really majestic special abilities. It can just colonise things. Which I'm pleased to buy, but
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
let's try and get you a little bit of micromanagement perhaps to try and hopefully not lose this encounter. Get him sort of cheekily placed behind the capital ship and then hopefully... no, alright, they are still very much targeting him. Well, do you know what? Fuck it. I will have you back off. Because then I think... Oh no, he might not. No, he's going, he's going, he's going. The boy is away! The boy is away. Get excited, everybody. The boy is away. How do we get another one of those? Insufficient fleet capacity. How do I raise my fleet capacity? Dear God, tell me. Locks out social and smuggling. Okay. No. Okay. How does one increase my fleet supply? Fortification, no. Empire, maybe? No. Manipulate. Fleet logistics! Of course it's fleet logistics, you plum duff. Right. Level 0 of 1 requires 1 of any research structure. Superb. Cool. Yes, it's doing. Good. Captive suppliers. Increase the maximum fleet capacity your empire is able to sustain at once. Yes! Do both of those. And then... I haven't got any of those available, that's not a problem. But I do want Tosserax. Yeah, a couple of them. Toss a couple of them in. A couple of Ravastras. And a couple of the combat assault fellas. Right, you... I don't know how I heal you. There is a platform for that, I think. Missile platform, hangar defense, regeneration bay. Okay, so I need regeneration bay, ideally. Now, where is regeneration bay? Fortification, regeneration bay. Yes, learn that. You are currently learning Tosseract, which is weird because I would have thought I'd already learnt that, but because I'm pretty certain I've just asked to build a Tosseract. Oh, I see. It's not building Tosseracts at the moment because I can't build Tosseracts at the moment. That's fine. Right, now, regeneration bay.
Finished.
Oh, I see, because I haven't actually got it in the regeneration bay. But I do feel like I need to check out what's happening with my capital ship.
Missiles loaded.
Yeah, I think my capital ship's fine. Has it lost its little friends? Yeah, I think it may have lost its little friends, but yeah, it's fine. Capital ships will take a... Oh, there we go, his little friends are back. Capital ships take a substantial beating. And little tiny ships like this they don't often stand much of a chance, even though there are a huge volume. It takes a while to take down all the little tiny irritating sort of chump ships, but it is nonetheless something a capital ship can do reasonably in its stride, because you can see it's sort of... In fact, it might be... Oh no, I thought for a second there. Is it regenning?
Scouts have discovered a colonizable...
Yeah, I think it's regenning shield. So by the time they knock off about 20-odd shield, it basically goes, yeah, I'm all good, thanks. And regens its shield. So that capital ship is absolutely fucking golden. Oh, shit, there's a second pirate base where my scout ship was.
Research finished.
Oh, my scout ship got destroyed by the pirate base. I suppose that makes a degree of sense. But yeah, oh, I see. We are actually, it looks like we are forming a sort of circle, which is not unexpected in some ways, because they called it the Devil's Cauldron. So I'm assuming it sort of spirals in and round. But yeah, there's a... Wow, there's the Sapienta pirate base, there's the Artemis pirate base, and the Pelion pirate base. And then, oh, we've also got, this is the Vatoris Provians. And then there's all sorts of other bits and pieces, I suppose, as well. But yeah, we'll want to try and perhaps grab the research to colonise that. Have you dealt with the issue? Yes, you have. Good lad. Arctic research. Oh yeah, of course I didn't get Arctic research this time round because it's a different playthrough. 2 Imperial lab structures, which could be problematic because I've been using quite a lot of space. But no, lab and lab the second. Cool. The only issue I have now is I did say I wanted one of those. Insufficient credits. Okay, that's... I mean, not optimal. Not optimal. But quite reasonable. Ah, we've got another capital ship available. Except we don't have any cash to actually fund one, I don't think. Yeah, we need a lot of money. A lot of money indeed. But I don't know which one we'll try and get.
Reconnaissance reveals that a pirate raid is forming.
Oh, that's not good. Pirate raids can be quite devastating, although they are usually sort of hit and run affairs, so you can sort of defend yourself against them, but they're not fun, shall we say. They're not fun. The Skirantra, a warship boasting a number of nanotechnology abilities and many squadrons of strike craft. A quick warship with moderate firepower, it excels.
Empire has increased.
How dare you? Oh. But is that me? Am I the Solandi? Or, I don't know, I'm confused. Oh, E. Oh, yeah, oh, fuck, yeah, I remember this, yeah. So, okay, the Soland, at the moment, yeah, you can put money into the pirates' pockets so that they will target someone specific. So, at the moment, the pirates are not actually going to raid me. They are all going after Solandi, it would seem, because lots of people have put in money. Well, I say lots of people, I'm assuming the Vesadus sect and the Provians, but there we go. I am safe from a pirate raid, which is very useful. Slowly but surely, it is coming back to me. Emphasis on the slowly part, but nonetheless, it is gently...
What would you ask of me?
Oh, I can't... Wait, no. Oh, yeah, but I can't. I need the Arctic doodars. So, yes, please. Get the Arctic doodars first. Level 1. Okay, artificial longevity. Resource sublimation. Atomizing raw resources. That seemed like quite a good one. Increasing the rate of metal crystal ore harvesting. Yes. Well worth putting some effort into that. And now we'll just need a few more bits and pieces, and hopefully we can deal with this.
Hello there.
Fuck me!
Ooh, devilishly close. Devilishly close. Still not quite. Possibly a little bit off. A little bit too slow this time, because there was a certain level of hello there. Fuck me! There was a decent acting pause. Do tell me what happened to... The line, Susan. I know the line, I'm pausing. Susan. It's a quote from, give or take, it's a quote from the Goes Wrong show. But do enjoy Dindins. Enjoy your little Dindins. I will see if I can conquer the galaxy. Which is always useful. Okay, so yes, I do want the Titan Foundry, ideally. Hey. Yes. What do I need for that? Any two? Oh, just more cash. That's fine. Probably want to save my cash for a certain level. Oh, that's my fabricators.
Who's sneaking about?
You're sneaking about because you've had to get dinner. Which is perfectly reasonable. It's just the way I said you've had to get dinner made it sound like I was suggesting you shouldn't. Nano Disassembler. Targets enemy capital ships, frigates, structures, starbases, titans and corvettes. Must not be invulnerable. Nanites eat away at the target's hull, reducing armour. What's that one? Oh, we'll just purchase the next level. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's fine-ish. Dealing damage over time. That's not a bad idea.
Planet lockdown complete.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, he's done it automatically. Oh, you cheeky boy. I felt like it did look like there was an enemy involved, though. Nope, that's just my ships. Nope, it's just because I've got fabricators now. Yeah, I have another planet. I have another planet. I have another planet. Oh yeah, I got another planet. So I want the infrastructure up so that I can get me a crystal extractor or two. And now let's see. If I've got one.
Speak.
That does appear to be. Yeah, him and his friend. Oh, whoa. Oh, hello. You're chasing off a scout. Go on. There's a certain level of automaticness in this. There we go. Have a bit of a zoom in on this fellow as he's chasing down a scout. Not going to lie, I don't think he'll make it. But, you know, sometimes.
Research finished.
Oh, no. They've had a crack. They have had a crack. Oh, I suppose it had to pause while it was trying to jump out. But I don't think we've got the firepower to take that thing down before it warps out, which is fair enough. So one appears to now be... Oh, I suppose it's that and the others. So if I pop you all on one... Oh, no, I think I've missed... Well, alright, I'll tell you what.
The order
Yes,
is
that's
given.
it. Got to be a little bit careful leaving my planet defenceless, but...
Structure
regeneration bay.
complete.
Yes, that is sort of what I wanted. Again, sort of... I feel like I can defend the back of the planet and then sort of just... try and maybe have guns... Guns at the front of the planet. So we'll try and perhaps have a couple of cannons out there. Where was the damage one? I bet the damage one's gone, isn't it? And I'm not going to be able to catch it. No, okay. I don't know where the damage one's gone. It's mid-flight somewhere.
Ships have left phase space.
Unless, of course, it's just regenerated by itself and it didn't need the regeneration platform, and the regeneration platform is only sort of trying to sort of...
I await your
Yeah,
command.
I get the impression... Oh, no, there he is. He is regenning by himself. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, so hopefully, once all my ships have warped in here... Oh, I see. Mr. Pink's got another little pinky fella there. Cheeky Mr. Pink. I don't want to know...
Target.
Give me a target. Well, okay, we'll try and give you a target. What we'll try and do is give you a target over there, maybe. See what that is.
So,
What have you missed? Just me figuring out how to get my mouse to work better. Well, I hadn't said that. Oh, that's interesting. What? Oh, good. I don't think anybody told me this. So that shows how much attention people are paying. It appears to have frozen. Yes. So you've not actually been seeing anything that I've been doing. So this is good. See if that will rejigger it. There we go. Because I wasn't on that menu. I've not been on that menu for quite some time. So, whoops. Okay, now we want to go over to this planet. I want the rest of them to follow the capital ship over to this planet.
Scouts have discovered a
Okay,
colonizable
so
planet.
that's true. You were not here. But anybody who was here did not inform me that the bastard was stuck. Anyway, let's try and deal with these Torsen military things. And I think what I'm looking at is this is going to be a circle. So all I don't really know at the moment is there's a connection between that planet and that planet, I suspect.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you say fleet, it's just one capital ship, but that's fine. The rest of the fleet is inbound. So don't you panic. Oh, there's a fabricator. Why there's a fabricator? Oh, I must have scooped up the fabricator by accident. Although, yeah. I must admit, I didn't know the fabricator... Oh, no! I've just captured the fucking asteroid. That's fine. I suppose that is what the Vacarus does. Which I must admit, yes, we need to figure out.
What would you ask of me?
Here we go. Okay, so... my usual standard is Drake's something. So... I'm going to call that the Drake's Capture. So there we go, that's now known as the Drake's Capture. We've just won the war, and yeah, we've got this moon as well. Now what I'll do is, like I did with Civ, possibly mistakenly perhaps, but what I will do, I will name my planet, and we'll name it... since as I am playing as slightly darker characters, I'm going to name it Draconia, which is the original old school name. And then, so we've got an ice planet. If anybody would like to name an ice planet, they can feel free. And I've also got a dead asteroid. Probably not that useful, apart from possibly some kind of strategical outpost where I can perhaps gain turrets and stuff. But one thing I would like to figure out how to do is, where is... Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, I remember that, yeah. Yeah, I remember that bit. Now I just want to figure out how to build a Titan. A cultural explosion, I see. Tactical slots. So we need tactical slots. Okay, tactical capacity. Upgrade the tactical capacity. So that hopefully we can do something there. But maybe this planet could take care of the media stuff. I'm guessing that's going to be useful, but I am running quite low on cash. Calippo, or I'm assuming that's for the ice planet, Calippo. I was going to ask which one is that. I was going to say, which spelling would you like? I'm assuming you mean the ice lolly. So I'll tell you what, I will have a quick... I'll just have a quick Googlings and see if I can find...
Planet development finished.
2 Ps? you'd like 2 Ps, yes. Actually, I've just realised, of course. Oh no, it is Calippo. I always thought there was an S in it. But yeah, you're quite right. Calippo with 2 Ps. So actually, I think we did manage that. Marvellous. So we now have the ice planet Calippo. I don't think it tastes like orange, but I don't know for certain. Right, I think apparently you just have a small... Oh no, there we go. It's fucked off. Good lad. But yeah, this game I think can possibly be a little overbearing, because this is going back to what you mentioned earlier, Chester, about I was scared. I know that was... I'm not suggesting you were genuinely, legitimately scared. I'm just still gonna discuss the topic nonetheless.
Planet development finished.
Where are you doing? Stop doing that.
I'll see to it.
But it can be a bit overwhelming because there's quite a lot. There's a lot of stuff here. And you've got to flick between multiple planets doing multiple things. So it really is sort of a multi-layered thing. So it can be quite something. What is that? Oh, that's a missile platform. Of course it is. And that's the fabricator. That's right. Because, I mean, you can go all the way out here and look at just planets. Oh, shit. There's some action happening here. Oh, nothing too major. That's fine. So, yeah. all the way out to the planets, or you can scroll all the way in and look round an individual ship. And so it is quite... Yeah, I mean, it's quite something. It is quite the video game. A contender for another planet, Cornetto. I don't necessarily think I'm going to get another ice planet, because I think... Well, I might do eventually, but it might take a while. I might try and get that undiscovered planet in the not-too-distant future as well. But, yeah. Let's try first, ideally. Insufficient credits. Okay, we need those credits to roll up. How do I get credits? Planets. Okay. But I imagine if I try to maybe... manipulation... The Volotok prototype. Increase the amount of credits earned when your empire collects bounty. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to help me, because I don't know how I collect bounty, but still. Experience in manipulating other species affords your empire a relationship bonus when dealing with foreign powers. Grants the ability to offer missions to other factions. Okay. But more money might be not go amiss there, but still. Imported labour. Increases the population. Hugely important. Allows incoming enemy ships to be detected as they phase jump towards your empire's planets. That's definitely not a terrible thing. Increases the credits refunded. Oh, okay, there's a pirate raid inbound. Okay, that's probably well worth going up again. Well, I haven't said that. Oh, maybe it was already trying to, I don't know. Increases the credits refunded and increases the time to salvage planetary structure. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Apparently somebody doesn't think they can handle a fair fight. Look, I ain't done nothing to you, mate. This isn't me. I haven't set the pirates on you. You've either done that yourself, or, you know, whisper fucking Resaders and Provians. Don't come at me, mate. I don't give a shit about you. I'm trying to remember how to play the game. It's proving more difficult. Hangar defense. Oh, yeah. Surface infrastructure. Withstanding bombardas. Equips drone migrators with the ability to construct Oculus-class starbases. Oh, yes. Daddy wants. Daddy needs a starbase in his life. But I must admit, one of the primary focuses is going to just be improve my health and weapon systems. And try and get the Titan. Yeah, I must admit, I might do that now. Get it out of the way. That requires 3 weapons lab structures. Which, I don't know if I can do that here. 'Cause it might be easier to sort of... Where? Oh, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Fully upgraded 36 logistics slots. Fully upgraded 35. But how do I find out... Is it obvious on the screen? Because I've had this before. Where it's super obvious on the screen. And I just don't fully see it. But I just don't want to sort of lose out on the amount of... Is that like at nearby planets? Yeah, you can sort of bombard a nearby planet, which might be quite nice elsewhere. But I think for now, let's try and roll my fleet into this planet, find out what's there. Of course, the problem with rolling a fleet into a planet is there's every possibility you're going to roll your fleet into a planet and then you're going to go, oh shit, I didn't want to roll my fleet into that planet. But at that point, it's too late. You've rolled your fleet into the planet. So I do feel like I'm probably going to want to try and capture that foothold, which means I do want the volcanic one. Yeah, again, I really kind of want to try and save up, but it's proving very difficult to actually do. This place... I mean, technically you can use it... Oh, that's fully upgraded. So... No logistics slots, no logistics slots. Finished. Okay. So yeah, you're exclusively stuck to being its weapons area. So the moon is not necessarily going to help me that much. And I'll tell you what, since we didn't name the asteroid, we will do the old traditional, and only one person knows it's the old traditional. It's the cheese moon! Everybody loves the cheese moon. It's the cheese moon. Cheese moon. Ah, there is another ice planet, so if we do capture this one, which in fairness we probably can, although we're probably verging, because I don't know where the other players' territories are, but we've got to be verging on it. We know the Greens at least at some point owned this one. But of course, that's the other thing. Your intelligence will change. So the last intel was 1,258 seconds ago. So I don't know what's happening in that planet. The pirates may have crippled them. Was it the Green? No, it's not the Greens. The pirates are going after anyway. So yeah, interesting. Purple vessel, just a seeker. So the old missile platform will probably give him a run for his money, just to give him a bit of a fright. Really, that's all you want in life. You just want to give the little seekers a little bit of a fright.
Planet lockdown complete.
Yes, I now have Ithaca, which I believe was wanting to be Cornetto. Yes, especially since it is another ice planet. Cornetto, are we in agreement on the spelling? Yes, we are. That will do nicely. Right, so now Cornetto is another fairly chunky base of operations, it would seem. So, I don't know. It is quite far away from the my main planet, though. Oh, he's making it rain. He's making it rain like you wouldn't believe. But my cash flow is so limited, it feels like. And there's no metal available. It's all crystals. Expensive, but necessary, I feel. Trade port. Establishment of new trade routes. Matter processor. Refines raw resources from trade ships. Okay. Spreads the cultural influence. Yes, we probably want to do that at some point, but I don't know for certain when that's going to be. Let's have a look in on this one, because this was my first. This was my first one. So, just asking for a friend, what sort of planet is next? I don't know, is the honest truth. Because I mean, I'll probably try and get Memnon, because it's next to my capital. So most likely, it'll be a volcanic planet. But there's every possibility. It will just be a standard world, it looks like. Okay, so crystals at Cornetto, good. Okay. Oh, I see. Heavy costs if I've not developed them. It's fine. Emergency facilities. Explore the planet. Okay. Natural resources. Dedicate this planet towards greater population and cultural influence at the cost of trade and industry.
Structure complete.
Okay, so this one, trade income, max population, ship and trades. Okay, culture spread. Okay, so I think we're going to possibly use Calippo to spread my culture. I'm going to spread my cultures with Calippo, but I'm going to have spectacular industry on Draconia, because that will aid with the development of ships, essentially. Which I really would like to develop a ship, but I am going to have to wait for the cash flow. And yeah, it looks like Draconia's got a good income, whereas Cornetto, Cheese Moon, and Calippo not quite so much. Can we do anything with the Cheese Moon? Okay, Knobbly Bobbly Planet. I don't know if that would fit, but I'll have a go at some point, perhaps. And Chilly Willy, of course, the chilliest planet of them all, the Chilly Willy. Yeah, I think at this point I might need to try and just save up some cash. Oh, I suppose, yeah, it's just the planet's name is Knobbly Wobbly. Okay, that's fair. That was my misinterpretation, in fairness.
Speak.
Speak now, or forever hold your peace. What about Mini Milk?
Finally.
Maybe if we get another ice planet, it'll be Mini Milk. The Wibbly Wobbly Wonder. I see.
Engines activating.
Okay. Jump systems activating.
Development
Planet development on the Cheese Moon. Good. Here we go. So the Totorak corvettes are slightly faster than everything else, I think. Which is not great. Oh, okay. Okay, this is a fairly developed planet. Guys, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Quickly now. All of it. Turn around. Turn those engines around. Go on, all of it. Quickly now. I can't deny, actually, there is no... Oh, a Temple of Hostility. Interesting. Don't know what they do, but I must admit, I may have panicked a little bit too soon, because that's metal extractors, Temple of Harmonies, frigate factories. There's a beam defense planet, beam defense there, capital ships. I would like a little bit more oomph, though. Oh, that is a capital ship. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. No, I think I've made the right decision, but I may have panicked a little too early doors on it. So what we probably want to do here... It is awkward to figure out what you want to do, because there's such limited funds. I need so much more money, please give me cash. So much more money, I need to make a splash. Because even here, I can't even afford little tiny ships. Can't even afford little tiny ships. People are both inhibiting both internal and external... Oh, yes, yeah, that's fine. But we want sort of like a mix, really. And I think I've got quite a few of these. So I've got Ravastra skirmishers, okay. Tossarak corvettes. Canrak assailants. So really... Yeah, that's the skirmisher. Yeah. Corvettes. Got those. Duran migrators aren't useful at the moment. Navigators aren't useful at the moment. So yeah, it's really the Destructor, strong planetary assault beam, light frigate armed with swift anti-fighter phase missiles. Safeguards the fleet against strike craft threats. That's probably not a bad idea. Ah, but I need the research to get my hands on that. Yes, the Sentinel prototype, okay. And that one's the phase jump disruption, okay.
Structure complete.
Good. I think for now, though, instead of researching more stuff, I might try and make sure I can defend whatever the fuck this one was, Cornetto. Because otherwise, we might have troubles. What's this one? What are you doing? I don't know. Why are you going there? Sir, what are you doing? Oh, auto-returning to position. Okay, that's fine. Well, I want you sort of floating around about there. That will do nicely. Thank you. I'll tell you what, let's see if they can get in trouble again so that I know what's up there now. Ideally, they won't get into trouble, of course, but you never know. You never know your misfortune. You never know how much you hero something. There's words and songs in there somewhere. Okay, good. So we've got a couple of missile platforms. Now, I think it's now just going to be sort of hang around for a bit. Oh, hello, Mr. Green. What are you? An Alcova scout frigate. Okay. He's scouting my location, but fucking off immediately. That's not too bad. Yeah, look. My little missile platform just went... Oi! Hey! What are you doing? Yeah, you better fucking leave. I had a couple of missiles ready for you, you little shit. So that saw him off. That saw him off. But I must admit, I do need to try and get more... I would like a second capital ship. I'm going to have to ease off on the expenditure. Something drastic. So actually, there's the black market. I've got quite a lot of crystal. Which means I could possibly sell...
All bounty has been depleted.
Oh, right, yeah, that's the pirates. We're not too worried about the pirates at the moment.
Reveals that a pirate
Oh, apart from the fact there's a pirate raid inbound. Luckily, nothing too much is coming my way, I don't think. But yeah, I could sell crystal. Might be worthwhile, actually.
On an empire has increased.
Oh, I see. The Provians are slightly pissy. Oh, hello. Purple. They've left a dead asteroid all by... Oh, no. Okay, they've not left it completely by itself. Now, this is where knowing what's incoming is quite useful, because two of these little fellas... Oh, these two have had the shit kicked out of them. Guys, I don't even know if we need to bother. Yeah, well, that's lovely. Jubbly. What are you? What are you? Okay, it's the scout frigate again. But yeah, they've sort of just returned home. Oh no, that's a seeker vessel. Okay, he's probing me. I don't know if I want this, but he's probing me. Interesting enough. Yeah, I was going to say, they're going to turn up here. Which is interesting. Okay, so the Solundis, yeah. They do seem to be disliking each other, which is quite useful to me. Still a couple of... I'm trying to keep the crystal above 2,000.
Have left their base.
Just in case. Oh, the pirate raiders have left their base. That's not a problem. Not a huge one, anyway. Seeker vessel, couldn't give a shit. Archiver scout, couldn't give a shit. Closing in on that 3 grand that I wanted. And probably, yeah. You are auto-bombing. Okay, that's not a problem. I don't think any of my other ships are planet capable.
In the Empire's honor.
Yeah, I think that's why they're ignoring it. Because these are... I'm going to slightly reposition them slightly closer to the capital ship. But that's just, you know, unnecessary. But yeah, the capital ship's just going to keep bombarding this dead asteroid. Because reasons. I think the idea is there is a settlement on this dead asteroid. And thus, you want to eradicate them before getting the others available. So how much was that? Oh, God damn it. Oh, getting that started would be a huge boon, though. I need the Titan. So... But the Titan is... Fuck me! No available capital ship crew. Are you insane? There is a capital ship crew. Yeah. No, maybe not then. No, I think I've got one. I think the point is I've got one spare. Increases the number of capital ships your empire can sustain. Yeah, which is 2 now. I've only got 1. Unless maybe the Titans need more. Which is distinctly possible. Uses 2 commands. That might be the problem. But that's fine. I've got the base unit now. That's better than previous. Cell crystal, cell crystal. Yeah, I mean, crystal's not doing too badly at the moment. Actually, oh yeah, no, yeah, no, it's doing quite well. I don't know the stock market, so you have to forgive me for not understanding that mechanic all that well. How's the old Deculians doing? This one can perhaps be knobbly bobbly, since it is an asteroid, and therefore is probably knobbly bobbly. But I am sort of ending up pissing all over Purple's parade. It's quite handy that it was the colour purple. I didn't know that for certain when I started the sentence. But lo and behold. So are you in the midst of being... Oh, you are in the midst of being constructed. That's fine. I just wasn't 100% certain. But yeah, this is my giant Titan foundry. And eventually we will get a giant Titan ship. I'm going to try and get a Titan ship. And then we will go crushing my enemies under my boots. That is going to be hugely important. And in fact, the next one's going to be hugely important as well. Yes, augmenting genome, that's fine. Yeah, that's all good. If anybody does have any questions regarding this game, I will try and answer them, but I cannot guarantee that I will have an official answer for you, but I will do my best. And also, I suggested earlier, I think this was before people turned up, I suggested earlier I'd try and ask some Maverick questions towards the audience, but we'll have a go. Oh, what's this? What's this? Yes, a new planet is mine now. We shall call it Nobbly Bobbly. It is the moon. It is the dead asteroid Nobbly Bobbly. And now, basically, ideally we want civilian infrastructure, but I also want to save my cash. Because I need... What I would like is to be able to get engineered intelligence to get another spare command slot now, which is problematic. I would use, I don't know, lasers, missiles, boots. Sir, he's coming at us with boots. What shall we do? I don't know. But I think him coming at you with boots is just, cobblers. I don't think it happened. There's a joke in there somewhere. You might just have to look closely. That's no moon. That's an ice lolly. Sure is. Or at least Calippo is. Which, in fairness, Calippo I do want to try and focus my efforts on building up. You do sort of have to decide what you kind of want to do. I was going to say, yeah, I thought I'd chosen that. That's fine. No, I don't want to designate it as the planet. That wouldn't go amiss, but again, I really need that cash, money, cash. I guess since I've captured this, we might as well possibly continue sending stuff to explore, although having said that, truth be told, it's probably better to pop a little scout. No, that's the wrong menu. That's the right menu. Yeah, we'll pop a couple more scouts here. Wait, this isn't Star Wars? Well, it is technically stars. There's a star here in the middle. Hades! And we are going to be at some degree of war eventually. What are you? Archiver Scout. It's fine. Couldn't give a shit. Well, having said that, what's slightly intriguing, yeah, you picked a poor path, my friend. You picked a poor path. You went straight across both missile platforms and they fucked you up. And if I halted... Oh, I didn't go. Oh, interesting. Okay. Fine. There's a Star Wars mod for this. That doesn't necessarily surprise me. Yeah. Hello. Hello, Mr. Greenie.
Finally.
Is it cruel to send your current entire fleet to intercept one lone scout as he exits phase jump? Yes. Yes, it is. He is probably too fast for me, though, because I didn't quite get the positioning correct. But he will have to hover as he engages phase engines. So the old tiny birds, I cannot fucking see them, tiny birds. Where have you gone? There we go. They're my tiny birds, my tiny fights. You are the Empire. The Scout is the Millennium Falcon, which is kind of correct in a way because it did escape. I think you'll find it did escape. I could chase it to the ends of the earth, but it's not worth it. It's a scout. I was just having a bit of fun with it. Right, okay, so...
Let me investigate.
Yes, let me investigate. This is one of the reasons why I love the Vasari, because the voices are just ridiculous. Okay, so...
As fast as I can.
As fast as I can.
Way?
Which way? Try that one again, although I think that was a bad... Yeah, no, that was bad, wasn't it? Oh well. Tell you what I'll do is I will try and get you, ideally.
As fast as
There
I
we go.
can.
As fast as I can. Although that means he's going to cross over the planet, which means he's going to get shot. Like a lot. He's going to get shot a lot. Shot a lot. He's going to get shot. Shot a lot.
At maximum.
Yes. Get your jump drive at maximum.
I'll see to it.
Good. You go there. Scout ship en route. Apparently that scout ship's taking forever to get to the other side of my planet. Oh, I see. The perps. Interesting. I wonder how many capital ships you do. The Maledictus we have seen in the past. But yeah, this scout ship is unfortunately running straight into it, which is inconvenient, to say the least. Missionary vessel. Oh, you little shit. You're going to take Memnon away from me, aren't you? How's this scout doing? Yeah, he's doing okay. Go on. He's not. He's nowhere near the edge of the planet. Oh, shit. What is... Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Pink. Hello, Mr. Pink. There is a capital ship here, the Tempestua. I don't think I fancy taking on a capital ship at the moment. Although that capital ship is technically leaving. Sort of leaving. I think we'll regroup at Knobbly Bobbly. Oh, what the fuck? A gamma ray burst. Okay, this is not good.
These engines activated.
That is not where I wanted my fleet to be, after all.
All bounty has been
depleted. Inconvenient, but we should be fine. I'm sorry. Why is there a cruiser at Calippo? You dirty little whore.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
Okay, this is inconvenience. Sell a large volume of crystal, which will allow me to build another capital ship, except I don't know specifically which capital ship I want. Sieging planets, not so much. Harassing enemy positions might be good. Strike craft is okay. Generating and commanding a small fleet of nanite. Do you know what? Let's just go with the although, having said that, yeah, I think just the Devastator. We'll have the Devastator go. This planet is not doing incredibly well, which means I could probably do with...
You ask of me.
I think we can... Yeah. The unfortunate truth, though, is that journey is going to take quite a significant amount of time. Which means we might be able to... Although I think he's harassed my replicators, but no, I think they're okay. It's going to be difficult.
Bounty has been depleted.
Blast. He is bombarding my planet, and I don't know how quickly I can get there. If the new capital ship gets built quickly enough... I've run out of money again. God damn it! Forever running out of money. Money, cash, cash, money, money, cash, money, cash. Okay, a couple of them quite good. One of them not bad. One of them not bad. Except, of course, you actually still have to build the whole thing. Right, well, we've made it to Cornetto. And Calippo is holding on. Oh, I've discouraged him. Yes. One lone missile platform was enough to discourage you, you cowardly little Karamazov. Yes, Karamazov. Carry my ass when you sod off. Cruiser, I barely know her, of course. I should have seen that one coming, but I didn't. It took me too long to fathom that it was going to be a thing. Okay. Yes. Here we go. We shall call this once more. We shall call it Drake something, because that's the standard. Tell you what, let's call it Drake's Crusader. Okay, pirate raid is imminent. Pirates. Because I used to play this one with Mr. Malus Caliber if anybody was particularly interested in that. And it was always quite entertaining, for him at least. I mean, I don't think I was ever in quite that same position, because you can tell I'm already struggling for cash. But what he used to... Drake's ice cream van. I suppose it would go with the planet naming, certainly. But what he used to do was he basically owned the pirates. So he'd put the bounty in willy-nilly. And it was just like, you, destroy my enemies. And he didn't even have to care. Didn't even have to care about it. Okay, so once we've got some more of these ships built, which I'm hoping... Oh, I see. Is this... Oh, yes, I've got the Drakes selected. So Power Surge greatly increases the ship's weapons fire and shield regeneration rate. Good. Disable weapons, always going to be quite useful. Disruptive strikes, no, I think just Power Surge my weaponry. And I think, yeah, that's autocast enabled. So it looks like my tiny new fleet. Yeah, my little ones. They are all there. So we'll try and put you on number 2. And then number 1, yeah, you've all sort of zooshed back here, which is not unreasonable, but not necessarily. And you did steal my fucking moon. Or my fucking volcanic planet. And you did have a Radiance battleship, so probably best leave that alone, perhaps. Well, having said that, if you had a Radiance battleship, and I have 2 battleships, do you know what's better than 1 battleship? 2 battleships. But it will be committing most of my forces to this current situation, which may or may not be a good thing. Also, I suppose, arguably, if I know I'm going to be facing off against the Reseda sect, I could possibly... Oh, I see. We've got 12 minutes. Okay. No. Well, I could wait 12 minutes, but... Tactically, I could wait 12 minutes. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, are you actually sending like a No, that's a Seeker vessel, so that's nothing of any real significance. But are you actually... Oh, Mr. Purple. Oh, don't do that voice. It's fair. It's a fair statement. But yeah, Mr. Purple, did you just sort of come in the wrong part of town? Or... Yeah, okay. I think you just came to the wrong part of town. That's fine. What are you? Oh, you little shite burglar. Who we got?
My strength is yours.
All of you. All of you. Fucking Karamazov. Face the full might of my eternal fleet of damnation. You will suffer me now. Oh, lads, I've just given him the radio call that he will suffer damnation. And you're taking quite a significant amount of time to get the ships to the edge of the galaxy. Or the edge of the solar system. So, could you... hurry up? I don't know if that's reasonable or not, but it would be useful if you just, a little bit quicker. A little bit quicker. Okay, so I think maybe we want that, and then we want that. Probably want to improve the tactical capacity as well, but for now we'll just go on defensive. You, sir, have made a mistake. You have attempted something you should not have attempted. You have attempted to take Calippos from me. It would be really useful if that missile platform stays alive. Because it is a good distraction. Tell you what, would it be slightly more attack? No, I'm just going to go straight at him. What are you doing? Sorry, where are you?
What does the Empire command?
I don't know, but...
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
Ideally,
Planet development
ideally, you don't go wandering off to a different planet by yourself, you fucking idiot. That's the optimal scenario.
Jump sequence.
Okay, here we go. His is a level 3 capital ship, which is tasty when it comes to capital ship levels. It means he's going to be a tough old boot to tackle. But, oh, you don't have any. Okay, that's fine. But I do now have 2 fleets. Now, granted, they're not... Oh, here we go. Yeah, no, he's decided to change his mind, hasn't he? Do I got any scats left? I don't think I've got any scouts left. You know what? I'll build another scout so that I know what's... I know what the situation I'm going to roll into if I do chase him down. Because I don't necessarily plan on chasing too far if it seems tactically unwise, shall we say. Although, having said, are you? Oh no, you are phasing earlier than expected. But yeah, we crippled his shields and halved his health, so that's not too bad. I think since as Calippo's gotten a little bit tasty, can I? Yes, I can. Cool.
Excellent plan.
Regroup at the Regeneration Bay on Calippo, and there we go. My scout. Go, scout, go! Find out what awaits me in the green planet if I was to send my fleets into a situation I may not like. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, gamma ray burst. Okay, that's not great news. He's firing a gun at me. Ow. That hurt. I did not enjoy that. Yes, he's killed my population. Amazingly, though, I suppose one person survived. We just have to hope that's a pregnant person, because then we can rebuild the population of the planet. Fortuitously, I think it is always a pregnant person who survives. Well, I say that. Technically, these are an alien race, so I can't say with any real certainty they actually do have pregnancy, but you sort of got to assume so. But that suggests maybe they've got a giant cannon here. They did have a Dunov and a Kol battleship previously. So that would be 2 capital ships on 2 capital ships, which is not odds I like. I realise technically it's fair odds, which, in fairness, that's why I don't like them. I don't like it when the odds are fair. I need the odds stacked in my favour. That is so expensive. Oh, hello. Was there a... Oh, I thought there was a pink fella there. No, there's not. It's fine. Mr. Scout Vessel. We'll see if we can get a cheeky sort of in and out type scouting situation. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Come on. Let's be having you. And information. Okay, it is just the Dunov. Oh no, there are... Oh no, tell a lie. The Solanus is there as well. Okay. Can we get my little scout ship? Yes, I mean, ideally, as fast as you can, because you did land next to the Solanus, which is not most convenient of situations. Go on, Zoosh, Zoosh. Go on, son. Go on, son. Zoosh it, Zoosh it, Zoosh it. Last minute. No. No, he couldn't. He couldn't last minute it. Oh, I see. The gamma ray, I don't think, is an actual weapon. Are you doing shenanigans over here? Oh, fuck, he really is actually doing shenanigans over here. He sent the Stalwardia in. Inconvenient. Can I be your friend? I can't actually resource anything. And I can't pact anything because I haven't done anything in terms of diplomacy. Okay, so...
Don't waste my time.
Is that going to be a sensible route? Good, it is going to be a sensible route. Hopefully, I won't need to send both capital ships, although, having said that, it might be beneficial to send both capital ships. And eventually, I'm hoping to get a 3rd capital ship, which is going to put me a bit behind on the Titan idea. But the Titans... Whoops. Oh, no, that is correct. I thought I tried to buy one, and in fairness, they wouldn't have sold me one. But I need more research and more everything for that. So let's just try and have a go. Yeah, I think for now, let's grab some of those bad boys.
Nah, I see ya!
That needs 3 weapons labs, 4 weapons labs, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we need quite a lot more weapons labs, which is probably something we should perhaps do over here on Calippo, but with it being harassed by Mr. Bellend, And welcome back, Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint. You join us in the midst of warfare. Imperials, no, weapons, 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 weapons. Everybody needs more weapons in their life. Everybody needs more weapons for their wife. Everybody. Oh, I never got around to asking the question, and I don't know how many people are left, but the question I thought I'd ask people is, when was the last time you had chicken nuggets? There you go. It wasn't necessarily the most difficult of questions, but it is certainly new and different. I'm trying to kill them all. Unfortunately, he is causing problems. No, I can't afford insufficient credits. Okay, well, I can probably sort that problem out, but I don't know if it's going to be worth. Okay, 3 minutes 12. I might try and buy the pirates as well. But, of course, buying the pirates is inevitably going to earn me the ire of other people. Last Tuesday! Ah, very good. I don't know if this is going to work, because, unfortunately, my capital ships are too slow. Come on, lads. Yes! Okay, I said you were too slow, but I think you're about to make it to Cornetto before I lose Cornetto. Oh! Oh, oh no, he's destroyed something. You little shit. Yes, I see. The purge vessels are what's causing the most damage there. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, little ships. Come on, little ships. I need you to take down the purge vessels, because they are the ones causing the trouble with the planet fall. The capital ship at the moment is going to just be a nuisance, but a nuisance we can deal with. You had chicken burgers just now. That is close. That is very close. Good. Planet development completed, which means it should hold out a little bit longer, but I do still need those guys to get right stuck in and eradicate those. I'm going to lose. I think I'm going to lose it.
Hostile forces are sieging our planet.
Planet Calippo? Planet Calippo! You little motherfucker. Oh, green. Green. We are definitely going to have words, green. We're definitely going to have words. God damn it. I'm going to have to... I knew I shouldn't have taken both fleets. One fleet should be enough to deal with that problem.
Finally.
But yeah, I've got enemies on both sides. We have managed to save Cornetto. We've saved the Cornettos. But yeah, I'm going to have to leave one fleet at Cornetto. Are these ice cream planets? Yes. Yes, they are. I would point out that, not strictly speaking, my choice. Because I left it open. So you might be able to. You might feel it's perhaps you're asking too much of me to comprehend who could have suggested the ice cream names. But you're free to guess who suggested the name Cornetto, Calippo, and then of course Nobbly Bobbly. The little asteroid that can't at the moment. Nobbly Bobbly. I'm surprised nobody's taken that asteroid off of me, because I'd happily let them at this point. It doesn't make too much difference. But yeah, you've got the Solonis, yeah, the Solonis and the Karamazov, which puts me at a fairly hefty disadvantage because of the whole I don't have multiple capital ships. But if I place a strategic secondary missile thing... Ice Cream Steve? No, it was not Ice Cream Steve. It was Ice Cream Boosh. And if you do scream Boosh, well, you might have a reason for screaming Boosh, I don't know. Okay, there's a pirate raid forming. Green.
Preparing for phase jump.
I'm just waiting for if green is going to counteract that, because... Although, having said that, I think it's anonymous. I think the pirates is anonymous, but you want it on those guys. I want it on the Provians, please. So, Provians. I want to sort of keep an eye on that. Which fleet was this? This was fleet number 1. Bully the Solinus, I think. To a certain extent, anyway. Because I suspect they're probably going to run away again. But for now, if I can bring all guns to bear on the Solinus, that might encourage them to run earlier. than they were necessarily planning to, although it might be easier to take out the little frigates first. The frigates are harassing basically everything. Unfortunately, that missile platform is pretty much going to die. What are we looking at? Yeah, the Provians are going to get hit by pirates in a moment or two, which is hugely beneficial because it will distract their attention. What's happening on this one? Just my ships at the moment. Cool. Right, let's sell some more crystal. I do have an abundance of crystal, and then let's try and get a third capital ship going. Might not be the world's greatest idea. Oh, I need... Oh, I thought I had 3,000. It's fine. So we've got one of them. Many squadrons of strike craft. Repair cloud. That might be quite good as a support vessel, which means I could... I'll probably stick to having 2 fleets at the moment. Because... yeah, I think we'll get the Scarantra. And possibly expand the little ships as well. Oh, I can't. Of course, I can't afford to expand my little ships. How is this war faring? He's sticking around, which is alarming. Fucking corvettes are proving an awkwardness. Light frigate. If I still stand by the idea of focus fire on the Solanus. Wait, I've got it! I've got it! Frank Zappa. Oh, Bob Vianetta, Mindy the Twister. Wait, I've got it. Frank Zappa. I see. I missed some of that because I'm in the middle of war. You're a missile platform, so...
Ship shields are offline.
That's not good news. He is winning.
Ready weapon systems.
Try and take down...
Attack.
I have to be careful of this capital ship. Do I have my new capital ship? Although, having said that, my new capital ship is not going to be that good because it's a brand new capital ship. But yes, I do have.
What is it now?
You. Drake courage.
Consider it done.
I need you to get in here. Okay, the capital ship is not doing too badly. Let's try and take down some of this support.
In position. I need orders.
Yes, well, I'm giving you orders. Shoot everything at everything else. Shoot all of your things at the enemy's things. Right, get another missile platform in here.
Standing by.
Good, that cobalt is going down slightly. The Canrack assault is not going well. You miss old ice cream knives. It's not doing too badly. Oh, the Drake has leveled up. Spectacular. Okay. Gravity warhead. I think go nano disassembler again.
I await your command.
Go. Chase the fucking tiny frigates. Where's the courage? Where's the courage? Come forth, courage! Get in there. Oh, I need to level up the courage as well. Also, I need to choose fighter squads and bomber squad. Repair cloud, that's what we want to do. Come on! Come on, courage!
Jump sequence initiated.
Problem is, you're going to enter from quite a distance away. But I think we might be able to kill the Solanus, which is interesting because I don't think he should stick here, but I suppose it's a normal AI, so...
Devious.
Thought he was going to say deviant for a moment there. I was thinking, whoa! I'm not... I don't think my plan is that bad, is it? Just him shouting deviant. But no, he said devious, if you couldn't hear it. Okay, let's get some money. Has taken a liking to a crisp called a baked crinkly. Oh dear. I suppose that's really what happens if you stay out in the sun too long, I suppose. The Drake's... Oh, Drake's capture. Yeah. The shield's going down. I mean, it's a problem, yes, but it's not the world's biggest problem. I'll tell you what, I am fighting in the wrong location at the moment, but with the Drake's courage on the way... Drake's courage en route, Captain. Now, is that going to overwrite one, or is that going to add it to one? That is going to overwrite one. Okay, that's annoying, but it's fine.
Our time is short.
That was when I was walking around with no trousers on. I did end up with an annoying butt fine. There we go! Say goodbye to the Solonus, you little bitch. Focus fire, all guns on the Karamazov. Do I have any scout vessels? I don't. How many times have I asked that question? I never have any scout vessels. I don't like the fact that I never have any scout vessels. I wonder if you can get them on board Dick my butt. That's that train, isn't it? There was, I don't, maybe it was your Discord that it was in, but I did see a post somewhere, I'm not entirely sure where, of someone getting really excited about the idea of going and seeing a train, and then, like, which was, I must admit, that was daft enough to me. The fact that they then followed it up with, this train's the Dick my butt, was like, oh my god, really? You called it the Dick my butt?
Which way?
Right.
The secret shall be
I'd like you to
revealed.
investigate that. Oh, Mr. Purple. Mr. Purple. You picked the wrong fucking part of town, bitch. Yeah, you better run. You better skip your ass right out of there.
Our time is short.
Okay, so I don't think the courage leveled up, but we'll have a look. No. However, I'll tell you what, we want you in a position next to the regeneration bay. Blue Boosh posted it in the Discord. So it was your Discord. It's one of those odd little ones where you sort of... what are you doing? What are you doing? You appear to be doing nasty things to my moon. Guess what? This moon is made of knobbly bobblies. Oh, I see. You're being a cheeky little bitch tit, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Time is fleeting.
Well, we'll see how much you like being a cheeky little bitch tit when the entire fleet comes your way. It's probably a little bit extreme, but I say entire fleet. That's fleet number 2. Fleet number 1 is probably going to try and take down Mr. Green, assuming the capital ship regens quickly. The capital ship is not regenning quickly. But then again, the capital ships do have a lot of, well, basically everything. 1600, okay, probably sell a few more crystals. I'm just a crystal magnate here. Crystals for days. And yes, capital ships, please. So that one...
Engines activating.
Wait. Oh yeah, that one pops it up to 4. Accelerated maturity, that's probably A, something I definitely can't do, and B, he's after your jelly terror.
Has joined the battle.
I'm sorry, what? Our capital ship? Oh yeah, our capital ship has... Or, yes, no, our fleet has joined the battle. You thought you were very clever, popping in here, trying to take down my little, whatever it's called, fabricator. But then you got yourself locked in between my fleet and a missile carrier, didn't you? So, and you're a tiny little disciple, yeah? Look at you. Look at you getting exploded. It's actually quite a nice ship, isn't it? But also, you know, die now. Oh, look! Look, is that you running away? Oh, I think it is. Because suddenly you realised you can't handle a fucking capital ship by yourself, can you? What are you... Really? Really, the Maledictus? The Malafuck you? Was that the best you had? Yes, I'm afraid that was the best I had. But, yeah, apparently the Maledictus has decided to pop down to Draconia. Well, this is a problem. A problem I plan on solving with laser beams, but nonetheless, a problem. We need to wait for a little bit. But it's going to be worthwhile, yeah. Pop some more cash into the lasers. And then sell some more crystals. Oh shit, I sold too many crystals. I wanted to keep it above 2,000. Wasn't that exactly what you said? Yes, it's exactly what I said. Good. And skeletal reinforcement. Marvellous. Are you trying to take down my Titan factory? Because I don't want to allow that. Oh no, you're gonna whip round the back and try and take down my weapons labs, aren't you? Absolute turd burglar. Also, you're missing the missile defences.
Jump initiated.
Luckily, though, this is exactly the area I would like you to be fighting, because A, I'll be able to use my regeneration bay, and B, this is the side my fleet's inbound from. Hey, buddy! Yep. Oh no, that's fine. That's tolerable. What was another absolute bullshitter? But hey, buddy! Hey, buddy! Oh no 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 no! Oh, don't you run away! Stay and play! Stay and play with us! Please! I want your fucking ship destroyed for my experience. I must admit, he is moderately tasty. Seek a vessel? Nah, that's fine. Doesn't make much difference. Fleet number 2. Just relax. Guys, relax. Primary fleet number 1. I want him dead. I want him dead and buried. I want him to know that I killed him. Also, my scout ship was destroyed, wasn't it? No, it's not. Okay, interesting. I'll try and get you out there, but yeah, okay. So at the moment, there's bugger all in there. But what I'll do is try and get you to scout out that planet as well. Because hopefully, I would like to chase you down. I really have the urge to chase you down and kill you, sir. But there is every possibility you are leading me into a little trap. Where you've gone, oh, I'm going to just do a little tickle of your weapons labs. And then he's going to escape to a planet that I can't touch him on. Because he's got tons and tons of allies, which I do not want to engage with. Self-repairing systems, yes. Also probably want some more bifurcative shielding. I say more, I mean, I would like some bifurcative shielding. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay while he tries to power up the phase jump, but he is ultimately going to make it out of there. Because capital ships. If a capital ship runs away, usually that means they are going to get away. So the Provians are wanted. I kind of want to have the scouts do it, but I'm satisfied with the Provians getting done in by pirates. Certainly. Charged missiles. Yeah, I wouldn't mind those, but I need another couple of weapons labs.
Have left their base.
Do we have enough for weapons labs here? No, I think no logistics slots, and I think I've burnt through all the logistics slots there, which would mean I'm going to have to choose a planet. Any planet, choose a planet, but
Research finished.
difficult, of course, because I don't know which planet's going to survive. Okay, so there's one capital ship, disciple vessel, so that's the wrong fleet, that's the right fleet. I think we're going to go after this planet, because I think I can take it. Oh, hang on, no, the situation may have changed. No, the situation's not fully changed. I would like this scout to survive, but I would also like to keep information on the screen at the moment, so I need the scout to just do evasive manoeuvres, please. Oh, here comes the fleet, that's fine, the scout can leave. Do you want to...
They can't hide from me.
Oh, interesting. Also, doubly interesting, there's a purge vessel there. Fleet 2, get back to Cornetto. But also, why does that scout tap out there? Oh, because it's an undiscovered world, okay. Oh, fucking... whoa. Okay, no, the Provians are being attacked by pirates. Oh, I see, the pirates are clearly... This is an inconvenient place for my capital ship to end up. There's the Maledictus. That's not a huge problem. Let's go after the Maledictus and chase it out. But yeah, why... Really could do with the pirates not using my planet as a fucking overpass. Oh well. You have no idea how many old treat names I've had to turn down. Shocking.
Jump sequence.
Yeah, okay. These pirates should just pass through my territory. They might fire a few bolts as they pass, but they're not actually after me. They are going after green, which is beneficial. Okay, so I think you're fucking off, aren't you? Okay.
In the Empire's
Target the
honor.
planet. What are they? Oh, they're my fire jets. Do I really have... I do seem to have very limited... Oh, unless... from here. No. Oh, hang on. Have you changed your mind? I'm not entirely sure what the pirates are doing now. Slightly concerning. Not sure what the pirates are up to. Not entirely sure the pirates know either. Oh, that's a pink scout. That's not a huge problem. I mean, I'd be tempted to build a weapons lab here, but it feels like it's going to prove very difficult to actually get anywhere with this, because they're proving troublesome. We need to just build up some capital now, and by capital I mean money. Cash, money, 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 cash, cash, money, money, money. Are you abusing? Yes, you are. Good. Well done. Interfere with his cash flow.
Research finished.
I think it's going to be relatively useful. Self-repairing systems always going to be quite useful. Pirates. Pirates again. Just keep your eye on the pirates. I need to know where the pirates are. Oh yes, I do. Awful. Awful noise. Ba-da-da-da-da. Okay, so where the fuck was the... Oh, I see, interesting. Oh, the Vontak envoy. Yeah. No, we don't want envoys around here. No. What I would like is the one that allowed me to find out what they were doing.
Structure
Which has
complete.
got to be here somewhere. Ahaha! That's the one. Phase space monitoring. So I went past it about twice, which is fine. What are you? Arcova Seeker, not a problem. That's just metal extractors. That's the Shuriken Corvette, which is... Okay. Oh no, that's a pirate cutthroat. Which is intriguing, because there's actually a lot of greens. What? I'm sorry. Why? Okay. Someone's possibly about to try and attack Calippo.
My strength is yours.
Yeah, no, he sent a bunch of frigates to Calippo. Okay. Well, this planet's going to have to be left for a little bit, which is slightly annoying.
Hostile forces are
Also, I really feel like I need more ships, which is an issue because I can't really afford more ships, but let's sell some more crystal. That's the one. And now... So it may be... It'd be worthwhile trying to get another one of these. Do we have a Marauder class? I think we had a Marauder class, didn't we?
Research finished.
The Ranculus might be quite entertaining. So let's try and... Yeah, we don't need much crystal. We need mostly money. So we'll get another Ranculus and then... Get a bit more cash going.
Hostile fleet detected.
Yeah, I know. Shh. I'm aware of the situation. Mostly aware of the situation. Okay, that's fleet capacity. Oh, shit. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's the pirates. I'm sorry. No, the Solundia are wanted by pirates.
Pirate raiders approach one of our planets.
Oh, good. Okay, the pirates are after me after all. Oh, good. Good. Well, I'm going to need the fleet here ASAP. Because otherwise I'm going to lose Calippo. Or other I don't know what the pirates are doing.
Are now synchronized.
I don't think the pirates know what they're doing. That's the Kenrak Assault. That's the Ranculus. Okay, so... tempted to call it the Drake's fucked, but we won't.
Enemy forces have arrived.
Spirit. Spirit will do. Okay, so spawn combat swarm, support swarm first, I think, and then you.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
Right, okay. The pirates are still
Jump sequence initiated.
Seemingly. I mean, the pirates are just confusing me now.
Converging.
Which is it's fine.
Preparing for phase jump.
Confusing me, I can live with. Attacking me, not quite so much.
Hostile fleet detected.
Hostile fleet. Oh yeah, but I mean.
Pirate raiders approach one of our planets.
Yeah, but I think they're just going through, aren't they? No, the Kenrak Assault. Please leave it alone. Leave it. Leave it. Bad assault vehicle. Bad assault vehicle. You leave those pirates alone. So yes, I think we want the upkeep upgrade. Because we do want more ships. More. You want more. Yes, I do. I want all of the ships. Many ships.
Standing by.
Okay, so you get over here. Because I want you to sort of join in the fleet. Okay. This game is quite difficult. It would seem, anyway. I suppose arguably it would help if I remembered exactly what I would usually do. Because there is probably a better pattern of purchasing things, but without looking at every single explanation, which I am sort of doing. It's just I'm not necessarily looking at every single one. Okay, fortification specialists might not go amiss. But ultimately I do sort of think I might just stick to warfare. Okay, good. There's a warp jump there. Now, do we have all the research here? No, we need 1,000 credits. So let's sell the crystal to get the 1,000 credits to get the final step of the research for the Verastra. Now, I don't know whether that's going to help, but
Quickly.
okie dokie. Do we know where my scout's gone? I don't think I've got a scout anymore.
Research finished.
Yes. The age-old, constant question, where is my scout? I have no scout. But how will I scout? I don't know. I'll buy a new scout. Okay, so theoretically, number one, over here. If you pop your little selves next to that. Good, right. Now, my scout is here. Where's my scout? My scout is over there. Cool.
Point the way.
Right. I am sorely tempted to try and crush Green. Because he has been a pain in my arse every time. He keeps trying to move in on Calippo. And I don't want him to move in on Calippo. I want him to leave Calippo alone. However, he refuses. Like a little bitch. You're level 3, and you are level doodah. Yes, you are level doodah. Do you actually need any healing? No, not especially. Still worthwhile hanging out near the healing apparatus, but it's also equally good to know that he doesn't need to. Now, what would be quite good? Again, I just don't have any money. I never have any money. I never have the cash. I never have any money. I don't have any more lyrics to this song. Right, so I'm thinking a migrator. Now, which one is the planetary? Okay, so I need the Carastra Destructor. How does one get their hands on a Carastra Destructor? That's the Carastra Destructor, isn't it? Yes. Grab that then. Research that for me in a moment or two. And what I'll possibly try and do is I'll make a mini fleet and possibly go after Memnon again. I will, to a certain extent, I will have to wait and see. Good, right. The Varastra now is the point in time where I'm probably going to want to save my Spondulix. Although, having said that, I do need... Yeah, I need to save my Spondulix for accelerated maturity.
Reconnaissance reveals that a pirate raid is forming.
Okay. Oh, this is... right, this is the pirate raid. Okay, cool. So the Provians are... I don't need to keep looking in this menu, which is quite useful. So the Provians are quite pissed that they are... that they're struggling. Right, let's see. What does the scout see? What does the scout see? Let's come on, Mr. Scoutington. Okay. Well, the scout is in the middle of an inconvenient situation there. Wait, what? Oh, I see. It died instantly. Okay, good. Well, that's maybe a place to avoid for the moment. But strictly speaking, they were just the tiny little ones. But then there's a seeker vessel there, which is inconvenient. Who's being attacked by pirates? When are they being attacked by pirates? Solundi are being attacked by pirates. I'm slightly tempted to assist with the bounty of the Provians. But I'm not sure, because I don't know. Oh, you're a little shit, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my fuck off. Well, it's interesting. Not the usual sort of name. So are you just being a dicky doodle? Or are you a real bot? Oh well. Let's not find out. Because, you know, you can fuck off. Right. Where were we? Seek a vessel. Also need to be clicked in the window. I think we are still moving, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Well, having said that, it looks like the screen may have frozen. Well, it may. No, I think it's just delayed. That's fine. That's not a problem. That's not a thing. Have you ever seen me exploring my wings? There we go. A couple of destructors. It would be ideal to get a cruiser to go with them, but not always viable. Because obviously they're expensive, and I haven't researched them. It's going to take me a while to get cruisers available to me. Okay, I'm going to take a bit of a chance.
What shall we create?
Mayhem, violence,
Converging.
general sort of confusion. That's the optimal scenario. Tell you what, that's the capital ship factory. So I'll tell you what, we'll have your convergence point be there. Or is it a universal one? Okay, that's fine. I think it's a universal one. Yeah, it's universal. That's all right. Now, I still wouldn't mind a little bit more inhibiting. No, we sort of want just the generic one. Disrupting. No. Okay, maybe it is the skirmisher that I want as a focus, but can't deny it might be worthwhile sending in a scout. But I don't have any scouts left, of course. I never have any scouts. Our ships... Ah, yes, they've arrived at Agassini's...
What shall we create?
Distraction. Well, I suppose that's technically not creation, is it? The Throbbing Fruit Froster is particularly problematic. Is it? I'll take your word for it. Yes, kill the fabricator. It is tactically wise to kill the fabricators because they can... As you've seen, I have ended up on a couple of occasions building defences on my planets which can defend your property quite well. Right, I think it's going to have to be another scout vessel. I'm trying to keep the scout vessels alive. It's just quite difficult. But yeah, he's left Agasthenes undefended, which means I should think I can take this little dead asteroid. And I suppose I don't know which ones you turned down and which ones you really wanted. Well, I mean, we could call it the Throbbing Throat Thruster if that was a desired name, but we will be getting a new planet to rename in the not too distant future. One of the slightly interesting things is I don't think the AI will ever change the name of a planet. So basically, as long as I can capture every single planet, even when I start losing the planets, they will remain that name forever. So as long as I can keep up the sort of thievery of planets.
Let me investigate.
Okay, so what I want you to do, ideally, is go there and then go back there. So hopefully, big wet liquor. Right, well there we go. We do have a brand new planet. So we shall have to wait and see. Well, actually, I might be able to get away with using that scout because I've done a slightly more sensible plan of action. He is already directed to go in straight out. Now, granted, he may not actually make it straight out, dependent on the forces that are within this planet. But we shall have to see. Wibbly Wobbly Wonder. That's the one you're plumping for. I'll give you Wibbly Wobbly Wonder once more. Well, having said that, he might be trying to take it back. No, we're fine. I'll get in there quickly. Oh, I'm afraid it's going to have to be Wibbly Wobbly. We can possibly afford Wibbly Wonder, or Wobbly Wonder, or Wibbly Wobbly. But I'm afraid Wibbly Wobbly caps out the text available. So if you calculate precisely how many letters Wibbly space Wobbly is, you will at that point find out. Okay, so Temple of Harmony, Missionary Vessel. That's not the worst, but I could still do with something else to defend my fleet, which means probably yeah, a couple of them, I think. And as I say, this is going to be sort of like a miniature fleet. Not really going to be a full-on fleet. You're happy with Wibbly Wobbly, then it is now officially known as Wibbly Wobbly.
Which way?
I'd like you to go there, please, to try and discover. But yeah, what I want you to do is there, in and out. Although, granted, the in and out strategy isn't necessarily the world's greatest of strategies, because it's surprisingly difficult to catch the scout when he's gone in and out. But you do get decent intel, because you can see that's only a minute ago. Fudge Rocket. It made me chuckle more than it perhaps should have. So, okay, there wasn't a lot there. So what we'll do is we'll put them on number 3. So this is sort of mini fleet 3.
Of course.
They're going to have a crack at trying to take this planet. It's just a cheeky. It's a cheeky little fleet. Couple of fighters. Are you? Oh, you're not going. Hang on, we've forgotten someone. Sorry, lads. Unless I'm not allowed to include him. This is weird. Why am I not allowed to include him? Oh, there we go.
Immediately.
Are you? Sir? Oh, there we go. Good luck. Good luck.
The Empire?
In that planet, please. They're starting to disobey me. I do not like this. I do not like it when they start disobeying me. I think it's because that's a planet snatching ship. You don't auto-select it when it comes to collecting your ships together, because it's not meant to be a ship that actually sort of does much.
Phase jump initiated.
Oh, that's the fabricators, and that's the fleet. Okay, that's fine. Did my... No, my fleet didn't really do anything. Well, I suppose it bombarded a planet, but that doesn't usually do much for the experience points, so no, unfortunately.
Our ships have left phase space.
They have certainly done that. Okay, nice. So, that's not terrible. But yes, so I've got a couple of fighters here that should deal some damage. And then what I've also got is these guys who can tackle planets. And then I've got the little fella at the back here who, I don't know, do you actually have weapons? No, it's tiny weapons, but weapons are all the same. Yeah, there you go. A little tiny bit. I'll tell you what we probably want to do. If that's a fabricator. Well, having said that, it might not be.
Is assured.
Alright. Oh no, that is an assembly drone. Tackle the assembly drone first then. That feels like the more pertinent task. Take it down. Yes, there we go. Bully the poor little extractor drone. It's because it's so close to the other thing. The Temple of Harmony. Now, okay, so let's try and do this. What are you? You're the skirmishers, you're the planet bombarders. So, planet bombarders, bombard planet, please. Lemonade face plugger is a perfectly real treat. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, okay. Mr. Purple. Mr. Purple has become wise to my shenanigans and is possibly going to try and sort something out in it. The scout ship has gone. So the Lev construction, Protev colony, Arkova scout. Well, I lie, there's not a lot there for me to worry too much about. These two... lads, what are you doing? Yeah, probably best you tackle the ships before the fucking static elements. You, what are you doing? You're just sort of sitting there. So if you nestle in with your friends there. I think they're just passing through, which is interesting. Because you do sort of wonder where they're going if they're just passing through. You just Googled it. That was unwise. I think you're going to sit there regretting that decision now. But it is ultimately your decision. I suppose, do you know what? What they've potentially managed to do is A, they're splitting... What are you? Trade drone. Okay, that's not so bad.
Absolutely. Ready to assemble.
You are possibly going to have to... You're potentially going to drag my fleet back. Although having said that, it might be a bit extreme to drag the entire fleet back to just try and defend that thing. Never Google anything, I say. No, it does seem unwise to perhaps do so. Do we have another... Yes, we do. Okay. Missile platform the second.
Your command.
Because you are going to try and bombard Draconia. And, well, we don't want that. Sir, we don't want that at all. We'll upgrade that for now. We'll upgrade that for now as well. We learned this one with naked dinosaurs. How are we faring here? Reasonable. But basically, he's doing a shitter version of what I was doing. He's trying to tackle my planet in a cheeky little fashion. But what he's going to realise, I think, is Draconia is my capital city. Or capital planet, I suppose, technically. Which means he's not really going to stand much of a chance of doing anything to it. Oh, hello, what's this? Seeker vessel. Okay, that's not... Yeah, it's probably just popped a couple of missiles, maybe. It's not a problem.
Hostile forces are sieging our planet.
Which planet?
Structure.
That one wouldn't be a siege. This one maybe, but... Oh, wow, yeah, okay, they're split off. Which has meant my forces are sort of... a little more buggered. Okay, there's a pirate raid coming. Have a closer look at that. The Provians. I mean, I could definitely get behind the Provians being fucked over. But then again, I could also get behind the idea of the Purples getting fucked over as well, but it's not necessarily... There we go. He's changed his mind. Oh, hello. No, that's a trade ship, isn't it?
Immediately.
Get you guys back over that way. Right, I must admit, I think as it is 15:15, we shall have to leave it here. I'll nickname it Twitch Game, so that if I do decide to pop back to this, we can continue it. But now I got the mouse working properly. Although weirdly, it suddenly flicked back to its old version of the mouse for a moment there, and
phase jump initiated.
Trying to figure out why. No, phase jump. Quit. I'm quitting the game. Yes, there we go. Now this is concerning because this is the stats for credits. I have lower credits than everybody. I have lower metal than everybody. I have good crystals. I have a limited fleet. That's alarming. I have the same amount of capital ships. Nobody has a Titan. I have a fair amount of structures and a reasonable amount of planets. Nobody's really done much in terms of... Yeah, there's been a few destructions of some of the lesser things, but nothing too much. Combat research drones. Oh wow, mine spiked there suddenly. But yeah, I suppose it's really sort of used ship slots. That's mostly me. Frigates. Oh wow, Green had a large volume of frigates and then did not have a large volume of frigates. Colony frigates, anti-strikes. There's a lot of stats there. There's a lot of stats. If you really wanted to delve deep into the stats of all the things, you probably could. But I'm not going to right now. And as I say, we'll see if in the future we decide to carry on playing a little bit of the sins of a solar empire. It is a very good game. I remember playing it a lot years and years ago. I mean, in fairness, I can tell you how much of the game I've played years and years ago. 80.5 hours are registered upon the clock. But it was rather an enjoyable one. I used to play with Malice every now and again, and we'd try and take over the universe as a partnership, slicing through the enemy AI. And it is rather good. When you... Those beginning sections, it's perhaps a bit bland. So, arguably, why'd you play it? Because I couldn't think of anything else. But when you start getting towards the end game and you've built up the Titan, the massive Titan ship, a bunch of capital ships, a load of cruisers, and a whole load of frigates, and you just chuck them at the enemy, it is quite satisfying and enjoyable. So if you're after an RTS game that's spacey, you could go wrong. You could do worse. You could do worse than Sins of Solar Empire. But it's quite fun. It's quite a fun one. Anyway, let's see. We'll have a quick look, see if it's worth reading. About 4 people, it looks like, so it might be worthwhile finding one if someone obviously interesting is online. Don't know what that was, but you know. I must admit, there's not an obvious one online, so I might leave it today. If for later on today you have the desire for more gaming goodness, then you could enjoy the Wednesday night 9 o'clock stream of
It
Dungeons.
was about this time
from Mr. Malice
that I
Albert.
got out my trusty bread pants and stepped into them. They'd gone a little bit mouldy over the 13 years since I last made that joke in earnest. But, you know, they were still comfortable, despite the little weevils crawling around in them. Making new homes in me genital region. Nesting behind me bollocks. I think I hit a new low. But hey, I got a subscription. What the fuck did I just shoot?
In fairness, there are many times when Mr. Caliber breaks. And I must admit, seeing that makes me think, I'll tell you what, we'll drop the shout-out clip down a touch. And then the redeemables will come out on top. Because my redeemables are, of course, more important than other people's clips. They're my redeemables. And then, of course, if you do not fancy gaming goodness, and you fancy more of a professional painting stream, I'm certainly agree that it's a professional painting stream, and under no circumstances is it an excuse to make a man wear many hats. You, at the same time tonight, will of course have a Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint.
This for you. You can go to bed thirsty.
That's a very short clip. I tell you what, we'll give you a second clip. Seems as that was just go to bed thirsty, as far as I saw, or heard rather. And you've got purple lights now. You do have purple lights now. I don't think they'll show up on a clip yet, but
I'm right outside of the lines, right? We can neaten it up. We'll actually do that before we move on after this section. Although annoyingly, I'm going to have to try and get nice off-white clean paint into my brush after using black.
Did you actually turn off on top? I'm not entirely convinced.
I'll keep an eye on the Instagram.
I moved the wrong one. No, I don't think so.
If you go on Instagram, so I have another account on Instagram.
I missed where he appeared, in fairness, so it's difficult to know whether he was on top or on underneath. But still, I think it was no more piss for you. You go to bed thirsty. I see. That does. I mean, in the loosest possible way, I'm going to say that makes sense. Oh, that's interesting. Why did you know what it was before I continued typing the game title? Which is slightly weird, because it's like you've got sort of, here's a clip, and then it's like, no, no, you don't need my help anymore. You've clearly typed too much of it, which is weird. He was on top, yes, good, marvellous. As I say, I missed when it came up, comparatively speaking, to when it showed and stuff, so I had no idea whether he was on top or not. But, you know, that's the thing, isn't it? If he says, fuck me, then you always like to think he ends up on top. Well, that sounds like an interesting challenge. But I'm not sure. Partially because you misspelled the word continued. And yes, yes, I am sufficiently, I am that level of arsehole that the misspelling of something in your title is enough to make me go, no, you do not get a raid. I know I said I dismissed a raid, and I may very well continue to dismiss a raid, but I figured I'd at least have a look and see about some other options. Now I'm just stalling. I should probably just go to dinner, and I actually have to build my own dinner today, so that'll be an experience. I say that, it's not going to be that much of an experience, it's just going to be time consuming. So I think I'll leave it. I will leave the raid. So I will say cheerio, and then give it a good few seconds before turning off the stream. So here goes, cheerio.
Hello there. Hello there.